Inquisitor of Spain. It was his distinction who so thoughtfully abstracted your infant husband and brought him to Venice.
Ah, so this is the little lady who was so unexpectedly called upon to assume the functions of royalty. And a very nice little lady, too.
Civic, isn't she?
Oh, distinctly Civic. Allow me.
Oh! You must make some allowances. Her Majesty's head is a little turned by her access of dignity.
Well, I could have wished that Her Majesty's access of dignity had turned it in this direction.
Unfortunately, if I am not much mistaken, there seems to be some little doubt as to His Majesty's whereabouts.
A doubt as to his whereabouts, then we may yet be saved.
A doubt? Oh dear, no. No doubt at all. He is here in Venice, plying the modest but picturesque calling of a gondolier. I can give you his address. I see him every day. In the entire annals of our history, there is absolutely no circumstance so entirely free from all manner of doubt of any kind whatever. Listen, and I'll tell you all about it. I stole the prince and I brought him here and left him gaily prattling with a highly respectable gondolier who promised the boy who'll make to rear and teach him the trade of a time and year with his own beloved rattling. Brother the maid so strong and stout to consider in all things clever, from that there is no probable possible shadow of doubt, no possible doubt whatever.
No possible doubt whatever.
But Owen I much disposed to fear to his terrible taste for tippling, that highly respectable gondolier could never declare with a mind sincere which of the two was his offspring dear, and which the royal stripling, which was which he could never make out despite his best endeavours. Of that there is no matter of doubt, no probable possible shadow of doubt, no possible doubt whatever.
No possible doubt whatever.
Time spared, and when at the end of the year I saw that infant cherished, that highly respectable gondolier was lying a corpse on his humble bier, I brought the grand inquisitors here. That gondolier had perished, a taste for drink combined with gout had doubled him up forever. Of that there is no matter of doubt, no probable possible shadow of doubt, no possible doubt whatever.
No possible doubt whatever.
The children followed his own career. This statement can't be parried. Of a highly respectable gondolier, well, one of the two will soon be here. But which of the two it is not quite clear is the royal prince you married. Search in and out and round about, and you'll discover never a tale so free from every doubt, one probable possible shadow of doubt, one possible doubt whatever.
A tale so free from every doubt, one probable possible shadow of doubt, one possible doubt whatever.
Then, do you mean to say that I am married to one of two gondoliers, but that it is impossible to say which?
Without any doubt of any kind whatever. But be reassured, the nurse to whom your husband was entrusted is the mother of the musical young man who is such a past master of this delicately modulated instrument. She can no doubt establish the king's identity beyond all question.
Heavens, how did he know that?
My young friend, a Grand Inquisitor, is always up to date. His mother is at present the wife of a highly respectable and old-established brigand, who carries on an extensive practice in the mountains around Cottingham. Accompanied by two of my emissaries, he will set off at once for his mother's address. She will return with him, and if she finds any difficulty in making up her mind, the persuasive influence of the torture chamber
Oh no, just a little friendly dance, that's all. Sorry you're late.
But I saw a groom dancing and a footman.
Yes, that's the Lord High Footman.
And, dear me, a common little vagabond.
Oh no, that's the Lord High Vagabond.
But surely the servants' hall is the place for those gentry.
Oh no, we've appropriated the servants' hall. It's the royal apartment and accessible only by tickets obtainable at the Lord Chamberlain's office.
We really must have some place we can call our own.
I'm afraid I'm not quite equal to the intellectual pressure of the conversation.
See, the monarchy has been remodeled on republican principles. All departments rank equally, and everybody's at the head of his department.
I see.
I'm afraid we've annoyed you.
Oh, no, I won't say that. It's not quite what I expected.
I'm awfully sorry.
So am I.
By the by, can we offer you anything after your journey? A plate of macaroni and a rusk?
No, thank you. Nothing.
Obliged to be careful?
Yes, gout. You see, in every court there are distinctions that must be observed.
There are, are there?
Why, of course. For instance, you wouldn't have a Lord High Chancellor play leapfrog with his own cook now.
Well, why not?
Why not? Because a Lord High Chancellor is a person of great dignity, who should never, under any circumstances, place himself in the position of being told to tuck in his tuppenny, except by noblemen of his own rank. For instance, a Lord High Archbishop might tell a Lord High Chancellor to tuck in his tuppenny, but certainly not a cook, gentlemen. Certainly not a cook.
What about Lord High Cook?
Oh, that's a rank that's not recognised at the Lord Chamberlain's office. No, it won't do. I'll give you an instance in which the experiment was tried. There lived a king, as I've been told, in the wonder working days of old, when hearts were twice as good as gold and 20 times as mellow. Good temper triumphed in his face, and in his heart he found a bliss for all the erring human race and every wretched fellow. When he had renditioned wine to drink, it made him very sad to think that some are drunken for a drink must be content with tawny. He wished all men as rich as he, and he was rich as rich could be. So to the top of every tree, promoted every fall.
Now that's the kind of king for me. He wished all men as rich as he. So to the top of every tree, promoted every fall.
Lord Chancellors were cheap as sprats, and bishops in their shovel hats were plentiful as tabby cats in point of time to many. Ambassadors from all like they cried, ministers and sergeants they like asparagus in bake, and Jews were 3 a penny. On every side field marching, and all the dear lieutenants in quick and the rosy ocean teemed all round his white dominions. And party leaders you might meet in 2s and 3s in every street, maintaining with the little in their various opinions.
Now that's the kind of rule of beach. Party leaders in each street, voting with the little in their various opinions.
Although the king no one denies his heart was of abnormal size, if he had acted otherwise, if he had been a tutor, he would be seasonally mortal, and if he lessened on the walls made of silver or of gold, you lost for simple pewter. When you have nothing else to ever cloak of gold and sand, or globe of gold, you cease to care, but knows the price of Shawnee. In short, whoever you may be, to this conclusion you'll agree. When everyone is a body, then no one's any more Grace the Duke of Plaza Toro, Her Grace the Duchess, and their beautiful daughter Casilda. I say, their beautiful daughter Casilda!
We heard you.
Have arrived in Barataria and may be here at any moment.
But the Duke and Duchess are nothing to us.
But the daughter! Oh, the beautiful daughter! Yes, you're a lucky dog. One of you.
I think you're a very incomprehensible old gentleman.
Oh, not a bit. I'll explain. Many years ago when you, whichever you are, were a baby, you, whichever you are, were married to a little girl who has grown up to be the most beautiful young lady in all of Spain. That beautiful young lady shall be here at any moment, and I congratulate that one, whichever it is, with all of my heart.
Married with a baby?
But we were married 3 months ago.
One of you, only one. The other, whichever it is an unintentional bigamist.
Well, upon my word!
Hey, who are these young people?
Who are we? Why, their wives, of course. We've just arrived.
Their wives? Oh dear, this is very unfortunate. How this complicates matters. Dear, oh dear, what will Her Majesty say?
And do you mean to tell me that one of these monarchs was already married?
And that neither of us will be queen.
Yes, that is the idea I intended to convey.
Esther, my poor child.
Go away! Perhaps it's you!
My dear little woman. Don't! Who knows whose husband you are?
Then why didn't you tell us this before they left Venice?
Because, if I had, no earthly temptation would have induced these two gentlemen to leave behind two such extremely fascinating and utterly irresistible little ladies.
There's something in that.
However, I may mention that you will not be kept long in suspense, as the old lady who nursed the royal child is at present in the torture chamber, waiting for me to interview her.
Good heavens, haven't you better put her out of her suspense?
Oh no, there's no need for that. She'll be all right. She has all the illustrated papers. However, I'll go and interrogate her. And, in the meantime, may I suggest the absolute propriety of you two regarding yourselves as, single young ladies? Yes. Good evening.